Most people think earning more creates wealth. It does not. Wealth is controlled by principles, not income. These principles work for anyone who applies them. You are about to learn 11 biblical money principles that make you rich. Principle 1. Wealth responds to order, not income. Money responds to how well you organize it, not how much you earn. Chaos destroys wealth. Order multiplies it. Order means knowing where every dollar goes before you spend it. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 3 through 4 says, "By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches." The house is built by order first. The riches come after. People who earn 6 figures and stay broke lack order. People who earn modest incomes and build wealth have order. If you organize your money, it will grow. If you leave it chaotic, it will disappear. Principle 2. Money obeys management, not effort. You do not get wealthy by working harder. You get wealthy by managing better. Management means tracking what comes in and what goes out every month. Management means reviewing results and adjusting. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 23 says, "Know well the condition of your flocks, and give attention to your herds." Know their condition. That is management. People who do not manage money lose it no matter how hard they work. People who manage money multiply it, even with moderate effort. If you do not manage your money, you do not control your wealth. Principle 3. Risk must be calculated, not emotional. Most financial losses happen because risk is taken emotionally, not calculated rationally. Emotional risk means acting on feelings. Calculated risk means analyzing numbers before acting. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 15 says, "The simple believes everything, but the prudent gives thought to his steps." Simple means emotional. Prudent means calculated. People who take emotional risks lose money through impulsive decisions. People who calculate risks protect themselves from major losses. If you take risks emotionally, you will lose repeatedly. If you calculate risks based on numbers, you will protect your wealth. Principle 4. Wealth is preserved by restraint. Wealth is about keeping money, not just earning it. Most people lose wealth through lack of restraint. Restraint means saying no to purchases you can afford, but do not need. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 20 says, "Precious treasure and oil are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it." The wise man exercises restraint. The foolish man has no restraint. Earning without restraint leads to nothing. Earning with restraint leads to accumulation. If you cannot restrain spending, you cannot build wealth. If you practice restraint, you will preserve what you earn. Principle 5. Control precedes expansion. Most people try to expand before they have control. They try to earn more, invest more before they control what they already have. That always fails. Control means managing current resources well before adding more. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 11 says, "Whoever works his land will have plenty of bread, but he who follows worthless pursuits lacks sense." Works his land means controlling what you have. The person who controls what they have gets expansion. The person who chases expansion without control gets nothing. If you cannot control $1,000, you cannot control $10,000. Control what you have now. Then expand. You have learned 5 principles. These are financial laws. The next 6 go deeper. Principle 6. Accountability protects increase. Accountability means allowing someone else to see your financial decisions and challenge you when necessary. Most financial failure happens in isolation. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 22 says, "Without counsel plans fail, but with many advisors they succeed." Plans without accountability fail. Plans with accountability succeed. People who operate alone make more mistakes. People who operate with accountability make fewer mistakes. If you refuse accountability, you will lose money through blind spots. If you accept accountability, you will protect what you have. Principle 7. Delayed access protects wealth. Immediate access to money makes it easy to spend impulsively. Delayed access makes it hard to spend emotionally. Delayed access means putting barriers between you and your money. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11 says wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Hastily means immediate access. Little by little means delayed access. Immediate access destroys wealth through impulse spending. Delayed access protects wealth by requiring deliberate decisions. If your money is always available, you will spend it. If your money requires effort to access, you will keep it. Principle 8. Stability outperforms speed. Most people want to get rich fast. The Bible teaches that stable, slow growth outperforms fast, unstable growth. Proverbs chapter 28 verse 20 says a faithful man will abound with blessings, but whoever hastens to be rich will not go unpunished. Faithful means stable. Hastens means chasing speed. The faithful man gets blessed. The one chasing speed gets punished. People who chase speed lose money through bad decisions. People who prioritize stability build wealth that lasts. If you chase speed, you will lose. If you build stability, you will win. Principle 9. Systems outperform motivation. Motivation is emotional and temporary. Systems are mechanical and permanent. You cannot rely on motivation because it disappears. Systems work whether you feel motivated or not. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 27 says, "Prepare your work outside, get everything ready for yourself in the field, and after that build your house." Prepare means build systems first. Systems come before results. People who rely on motivation fail when motivation drops. People who build systems succeed regardless of how they feel. If you depend on motivation, your finances will be inconsistent. If you build systems, your finances will be consistent. Principle 10. Ownership builds wealth faster than consumption. Every dollar spent on consumption will never work for you again. Every dollar spent on ownership can produce future income. Consumption means anything that loses value. Ownership means anything that holds value or generates income. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 27 says, "Whoever is slothful will not roast his game, but the diligent man will get precious wealth." Slothful means consuming everything. Diligent means building ownership. People who prioritize consumption stay broke. People who prioritize ownership build wealth. If you spend everything on consumption, you will own nothing. If you shift spending toward ownership, you will build assets. Principle 11. Consistency beats intensity. Intensity is doing a lot for a short time, then stopping. Consistency is doing a little for a long time, without stopping. Wealth is built through consistency, not intensity. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 4 says, "The soul of the sluggard craves, and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied." Sluggard means inconsistent bursts. Diligent means steady consistency. People who act intensely then quit never build wealth. People who act consistently over years always build wealth. If you are intense for 1 month, you will fail. If you are consistent for 10 years, you will succeed. These 11 principles are laws that govern how money works. If you ignore them, you will struggle financially. If you apply them, you will build wealth. Your situation changes based on which principles you follow. Comment the number of the principle that stood out to you most. Subscribe to Biblical Finances for more biblical money principles that actually work.